guys, Ty here, and welcome back to a different video. So I've been doing this Thomas stuff for a while now, and Wooden Railway isn't the only collection that I've amassed over the years. So today, I figured I'd show you the rest. We're going to start off with my smaller collections. Starting off with Castle Plarails stuff. So, I've got this cranky here. So it's my first one. This is one of my first ones. I really like the shocked expression on him, so that's why I chose this one over the regular smiley face one. Coming down, my only standard gauge engine, Ryan, because look at him. This is one of the better Ryan toys, I think. I didn't even notice. Is there daylight going through that? No, there's not. I thought this pipe was like raised up enough. It was like a separate piece, but it's not. I'm just stupid. Then we've got Trevor, which I think this might actually have been my first one. This is another one of those toys that's like, damn. How do they do that? Then here we got Tiger Moth, which is really cool. I might use them in the background of videos or something. Haven't decided yet. Next is the stuff I got specifically for Sodor Classic Mini Stories for the narrow, or not the narrow gauge, the small railway stuff. We got 3 gray trucks with ballast loads. This is the only like old style coupling one that I have. It's pretty cool. Unfortunately, none of this rolling stock came in time for the for ballast, but they'll be used in future small railway appearances. But anyways, here we have 3 narrow gauge coaches, which I'm just going to use for regular coaches. You might have noticed in Pop Special that one of the coaches was a different color. That's so I could replicate the different shades on these coaches here. This one is a 2014 one, with these other 2 being 2017 ones. Then we got the main guys themselves, Bert, Rex, and Mike. And this will be a good time to mention my rule for modifications for inclusion in this video. As you can see, all of these have painted like chassis because I didn't like how they were all just the regular body color. And they also have newly painted running boards and faces for Rex and Bert here. So my rule is that if they aren't fully repainted, then they will be in this video. So not everything in here is repainted, so you know they're here. Going on to my very small Nakayoshi collection. Another cranky. I don't know why I like this one so much. He just looks cool. I do have a Nakayoshi Gordon, but that is sort of an incomplete state ever since I made my film Railway Cruise, which used that and a couple of Jameses. I repurposed the face for that for my wooden Gordon to replace the old style one. Next, we have my kind of funny Bandai Tech collection. We'll save the best for last. Here's Edward. Yeah, he's Edward. I don't really have anything to say about this. These are weird. The faces on the first like 6 Bandai Tech guys are just terrible. I don't know who these dudes are, but they aren't Edward and Henry. Now here's Henry. He's pretty cool. I think I prefer Henry much more to Edward. Mainly just for the little crosshead bit. Oh, that's supposed to represent the valve gear. I think it's pretty cool. I think it was cool also that one of the prototypes for Henry was just an old shape one. That was kind of sick. But what's the most sick? Ooh, baby, is Diesel motherfrickin' 10 here. I absolutely love this thing. This is probably my favorite piece of Thomas merchandise. I absolutely love it. This is one of those bucket list items where, like, if you're really, really serious about collecting, then you should get these things. Diesel 10 is one of them. Unfortunately, this guy has been price gouged to hell and back. I was able to get mine for a good deal off of one of my friends. But, like, here's a rant at the beginning of this video. One of my least favorite things about collecting is the incessant price gouging. Like these three, these four have been victims of that, where this thing will go for like 170 and up. I've seen like 300s going for this guy, and like I don't know, like 40 a pop for the small railway guys here. It's absolutely ridiculous. These things were mass produced. They do not need to be that highly priced. And I will say another thing about another item that I have later on in the video. But yeah, here are that's my little Japanese lot here. Next up is the collection of diecast items. Starting off with the Earls. First off, here's Thomas, which this wasn't the best one that I had. This was the first one that I got at a train fair many, many years ago. I tried to do the Mad Bomber sparkler trick, so it's a little burnt and bad under there. And, well, it's the running board flipped, so obviously I did. Edward. Henry, which also came from the same train fair and is in just as bad condition. Gordon. James. One of the same Jameses used in my film Railway Cruise, like I talked about with my Nakayoshi Gordon in the last segment. Metallic James. Percy. This messed up Percy, which is breaking the painted rule. This was for my Mad Bomber project that I was trying to set up a while ago, but then didn't really go anywhere. Speaking of that project, here's Toby, or Tow for the tram engine, used in there. Duck. Donald. Douglas. Oliver. Stepney, with a painted running board, and formerly had toothpick lamp irons, but those are now gone. Another Stepney. Oh, messed up Bill and Ben. Yeah, these, I don't know what I was thinking with this. Honestly, I might try to redo these, but probably not. We'll see what happens. Wilbert, 16, which is another one that I'm kind of breaking the no mod rule, but it's enough default to really stick with. Boko, D261, D199, Mavis, Rheneas, Sir Handel, Peter Sam, Rusty, who has a Adventures coupling on for some reason. I don't remember why that modification happened. Duncan, Bertram, Godred, Coldy, and Patrick, or Lord Harry, in this iteration. These are some of the best Erdls that they made. I'm a big fan of the Erdl Mountain Railway guys. Going over to the road vehicles. We got Birdie, which has a painted radiator face and little light there. Terrence, which we don't talk about him. Trevor, which again is kind of breaking the rule, but you can't really have an Erdl collection without Trevor, I think. And look at him. I think it looks a lot better now with the painted face and all that. We got Scrap Trevor. Caroline, which has a painted, I guess, face. I don't really know what to describe her, like, radiator there. Another Caroline. Oh, dear. Bulgy. Butch. Fat Controller's car. Soft Side Lorry. Harold. The Express coaches. The old coaches. A Soda Mail van. I had the other one, but I turned it into the E120 van from Mad Bomber. Old Slow Coach. Toad. Scruffy. A Troublesome Truck. I had two more, but they're just gone. I have no idea where those went, and I don't really feel like finding them, so it's whatever. The Diffuse-It wagons. The flatbed used in the log cars, which the logs are somewhere. I don't know where they went. The flatbed used for Lorry 2, or Lorry 1. And then Bulstrode, which one of these losers over here chewed up. These freaking Greyhound characters. Wow. Now, moving on to the take-along, take-and-play, and adventures. Here's a Thomas with a painted running board, which looks bad. another Thomas. A 2013 Take and Play Thomas, I believe. Edward, again, bad painted running board. Henry. Gordon, which I think this is this is my childhood one. I think this is my oldest take and play in the collection, or take along in the collection here. Surprise Gordon, which I have no idea how I got this. I don't have the accessory it came with anymore. Talking, take and play Gordon. You can tell that the running board was white, but then I took it off because I'm based like that. James, which I think this is my most recent addition to the collection because I got it at a thrift store not too long ago. Wintry Percy. Party Percy. I do have a regular Percy, but you'll see that later. Toby. Take and Play Duck. Take along Donald and Douglas. Oliver. Angry Emily. I only have the Angry Emily because that's awesome. Bill and Ben. Daisy. Mavis. Stepney with a painted running board and lamp irons. Take along Ari and Bert, which these are my childhood ones. You can tell they're all beat up, but I kind of like these two specifically being beat up. Salty. Diesel 10. D199. Going over. We got Arthur. Murdoch. Spencer, which he sucks. Fergus. Dennis. Neville. Whiff. Patchwork Hero. Dash, no bash. Den, no dart. Talking, Paxton. I think a 2013 Take and Play Paxton. Timothy, forgot his name for a second, that was crazy. Theo. The Yellow Victor, I'm forgetting what it's actually called. Adventures Luke. Millie. Take Along and Take and Play Coldies, which have been turned into number 2 and 3 from the Mountain Railway, which I'm forgetting their names. I don't care. Bulgy. Jack, Elfie, Max and Monty, Byron, Ned, Elizabeth, Butch, Thumper, Madge, Mr. Percival's car, Flynn, Bulstrode, and Captain. Now, this Flynn's kind of interesting, because flip it around, boom, big old hole. That was so I could fit a Bachmann Gandy Dancer in it, which, it worked. I'm not going to do it anymore, but, you know, it worked. And to round off the unboxed take-alongs, we have various Troublesome Trucks, the aquarium cars, these Christmas cars, the milk tanker and caboose, the breakdown train, the Brendam shipping van, the fog cars, an oil tanker, the scrap car thing, and the popcorn tanker. Now going on to my boxed collection here. So again, starting with the Ertles, we have Thomas, Edward, Henry, Percy, Annie, and Clarabelle, Donald, Douglas, Donald and a Douglas box, the Bill and Ben twin pack, Mavis, Daisy, Scarloey, Peter Sam, Terrence, George, Scrap Trevor, Bulstrode, Scruffy, the Chinese Dragon, and Caroline. Now on to my boxed take-along and adventure items. Got Percy, James, Thomas and the pink car, Iron Ari and Bert, Dennis, Rosie, Mike, which, that's goated, Terrence, Trevor, George, Harold, the mail car, Faulty Whistle movie car, Jack Jumps In movie car, the oil barrel car, the zoo cars, the Sodor log loader, another oil car. The, oh, wow, what's that say? Sodor Airport Vehicles, which has the upside down character card there. James Goes Buzz Buzz. Adventure Rainbow Thomas. And Adventures Original Thomas. Now, a lot of these boxed items are available on my eBay store. So if you want to, if you're in the mood for some boxed take-alongs and Erdls, go on down there. I think I got some okay prices. I completely forgot this, but I do have an Erdl City Truro. I keep it on this this here bookshelf with cool things, along with the Bandai Tex Diesel 10. Alright, on to the Plarails, Tomies, and Trackmasters. Now, this is a collection that's both shrunk and grown significantly over the past couple months or so. I sold off a bunch of my childhood ones because they were absolutely busted. Sent them in a big old parts lot. But also, recently, I've gotten some of these that I consider bucket list items, like I was talking about with the Diesel 10. For my collection to feel complete, I needed to get some of these things, and I'll mention them when I get to them. Starting off, we have Plarail Thomas with this fun face variant that I didn't know existed until I got it. Then we got Edward, Trackmaster Gordon, a surprise face Percy. I would like to get a regular Percy, but for some reason they're strangely hard to come by, at least the Classic Series one. Well, for a good price, at least. Tommy Duck, Tommy Douglas, Tommy Oliver, and now, again, with Bandai Tech Diesel 10, this is one of the ones that has been price gouged to hell and back for no reason, because these things were mass-produced. Sure, they weren't mass-produced in America, but just because they were region exclusive doesn't really mean that they have to be going for $300 a pop. It's ridiculous how expensive this thing is for a fucking not that good Tomy product. I don't know, man. I like this thing because it's, because it eluded me for so many years, but also this thing sucks. Like, look, for some reason they didn't paint under here. There's so many just weird design choices with this. I like it, but I don't. But let's move on. We have Tommy Emily that I have to repaint the buffers on because this is one of those that I had back in the era where I didn't treat my toys so good. So there's some like little paint touch-ups I gotta do. Tommy Murdoch, which this is my favorite Tommy. This is my favorite Tommy item. This is one of the bucket list items, and I'm very, very glad that I have it. Next is Tommy Neville, that I actually had to replace the motor because the one that I got from eBay was completely corroded. So I just took a Salty one, just threw it in there. Now Salty doesn't have a functioning motor, nor is it in the collection because it's in pieces still. Next is Trackmaster Whiff, Trackmaster Hank. Ooh, I forgot to mention this. Both Hank and Emily have just regular like truck couplings, or I guess there's regular couplings between their bodies and tenders instead of the big old connector here. I didn't do it, well, I did it with Murdoch here briefly, but I just thought Murdoch specifically looked really weird with the close coupling, so I just reverted it back. Here's Trackmaster Diesel, which this is the best version of it. Unfortunately, I don't know where the middle wheel thing went. It just vanished. Oh, yeah. Anyways, Trackmaster Mavis, Trackmaster Dodge, Trackmaster Bert, I think? Yeah, Trackmaster Bert. Of course, I don't have either of the other twins, but I have a bad track record with twins, it seems. Trackmaster Diesel 10, which I weathered the shit in back. This isn't like the Day of the Diesels one. I just did it with like black spray paint lightly, which it looks fine. It looks okay, but like if I were to do it now, it would be better. Trackmaster Luke, Trackmaster Timothy, which is the only Trackmaster 2 item in the collection, but also I modded it so it has the like a regular Trackmaster coupling and older Trackmaster wheels. And then finishing out the engines, we have Plarails Gator. And there's a little chip on them. Oh, what is that? It's like clay or something. Yeah, that's clay, because we don't have to deal with it now. Going on to the rolling stock, you have Annie and Clarabelle. The flip and open and reveal coaches, which I don't know what happened to this one. It got busted, but it's fine, I guess. Two of these coach brake van things. Trackmaster Toad, the Trackmaster brake van, original and 3D face Trackmaster Scruffy. I think this is my oldest piece of rolling stock in the collection. You can tell that I've had it for a while. This came with Stanley. The other truck just vanished. But luckily I have two more of those trucks right here. Sad face truck. The 3D face flip truck. 3 store clay trucks. 2 red ones, 1 gray one. This 2-plank wagon, which I assume is meant to be a flatbed of some sort. Sort of a log car. The spotlight car. Another flatbed, which these both look like Lomax. Or no, Laureate wagons, which is kind of cool, I guess. But I think they were meant to be well wagons or something. I guess it's like a gunpowder van of some sort. It's kind of cool. Has like these opening doors in the back. I took the sticker off of it because it came with Luke here. But now it's just kind of, that's how it is. This green van, which I weathered up. The open and reveal mail van. This mail van, I don't know where this is from, but has like the swapping loads inside there, which is kind of cool. A water tanker and a milk tanker. Going back over here, we got 2 of these Dingling Freddy flatbeds or whatever, but this is my original one with the bike still on it. 2 of these flatbeds that came with Trackmaster Kevin. One has the original coupler still, the other has regular Trackmaster ones. The front half of the jet engine, 2 Rockies, one being the dummy one that came with the shock Percy, and one is the Trackmaster one with the raising and lowering hook, although this one doesn't work, unfortunately. I think the wires are all like busted in there. I'll fix it one day. Plarails Marion with her little car. And finally, my road vehicles here. We have Elizabeth and Kevin. And then we have some unpowered road vehicles. We have Patrick, Buster, and Kelly. Now down here, we have only a couple Bachmanns, because most of them are completely repainted, like this Oliver and Duck, and these Diesel and Toby's here. But here, we have Mavis. Yeah, there is paint on the windows, and I did repaint the roof, but otherwise, it's all modified. And over here is Ben, with a painted face. Then a painted underside to the running board, but again, otherwise, stock standard. Basically, every piece of rolling stock that I have has been like painted or weathered in some way. And now, onto the physical media. Here is Tom's ABC book, which I think is the piece of merch that I've owned the longest. You can tell it's like crazy worn and all that. But as a kid, I looked through this a bunch. And now I have an appreciation for it because it has all these like nice season 1 and 2 photos. This was in 89, I want to say. Oh no, this is 98. But they're producing it. They were producing it for a while, and it's fantastic. Well, not fantastic. I just really like it, and this is forever gonna stay, I think. Then we got Down by the Docks. I think this is where the aquarium cars were introduced, which is interesting that they made so much merch off of it. Here's Edward's Exploit. Another one that I'm keeping just because it has just cool pictures in it, like this one with Douglas's face falling off. And actually, I just noticed this. You can like so obviously tell where they just like pasted over the nameplate in the unrestored footage there. That's kind of interesting. Then we got Catch Me If You Can. Yeah, I have nothing really to say about this. It's got nice Owen Bell art. That's about it. Diesel 10 Main's Trouble. Again, nothing much, but it's fun to see that this just has like some of the original concept stuff for Magic Railroad, like Diesel 10 going in scrap while chasing Toby, all that. Now on to the better stuff here. We have a first edition Small Railway Engines book. You'll see like why I got this in a little bit here. Well, whenever some more classic series or mini stories episodes comes out, you'll see. Then we have the GOAT, the Thomas the Tank Engine complete collection. I absolutely love this thing. This is probably my favorite one of the books here because it's just everything. It's great. I've been tempted to take the sticker off, but also I don't want to damage the outer cover a bit more than it already is. We'll see. I mean, I'm really just keeping it on because of like the gold on there, but it's also like kind of wearing a little bit after so many years. But you know, we'll see. Then we got a bunch of these weird like 2-in-1 books. These were something called the Thomas and Friends Club. I found these at a local bookstore many years ago, but they're just so weird. I mean, because some of them make sense. You know, we have like 2 books from 3 Railway Engines. Then we have all the stuff from the first Thomas book. James the Bootlaces. Yeah, that makes sense for these 2 to be together. I think I'm probably missing some of them to like finish off books. But then the weirdest one, where is it? Where is it? There's one that's like just strange. I gotta find it in here. Ooh, did I miss it? I think I missed it. Oh dear. Yeah, here we go. So we have Henry and the Elephant here. You would think, oh, there's probably going to be another thing from Troublesome Engines in it. No, it's Fire Engine. A crisp story. Then like an early Dalby illustrated Wilbur story. It's weird. Like I don't really know who these releases were really targeted towards. Probably just like little kids. But in that case, why not just send out just like reprinted versions of the original books? It's a much better form factor. I mean, this is just tiny. Well, it might be for like the bigger words and bigger illustrations or something. Because like, you know, I guess that would make sense. But I don't know. These are weird. I might get rid of them. Probably not though. Now on to the VHSs. We have 2 versions of James Learns a Lesson. First is the 89, I think. Let's see. Yeah, first is the 89 release, and then the 2001 release. Then we have Thomas and His Friends Helps Out. Sorry, I gotta keep looking at this because I don't have it off the dome. This is a 93 release. Then we have an 89. No, not an 89. You're 91 of Thomas Gets Bumped. Then we have a 94. I apologize that I just keep doing this. But I'm stupid. Yeah, it's a 94 release. I mean, it should, because it has like all new episodes never seen before. That's funny. Then we have, I'm going to stop looking at the dates, I think. But we have an Anchor Bay, Cranky Bugs, Races, Rescues, and Runaways. And then we transition into like the newer Thomas and Friends logo. So I guess we're going into the 2000s now with Make Someone Happy and Spills and Chills. Although this has the iconic clip art of Thomas, and this still has the like season 1 picture that all these have, except both of these have Thomas's eyes like pointing forward, but this one has it to the side unedited. I don't really know what the deal was with that there. And then we have Salty Secret, Thomas Comes to Breakfast, Trust Thomas, and Hooray for Thomas. I grouped these together because they're all like kind of the standard Anchor Bay, like 2000s release, like format, I guess. Then we have 10 Years of Thomas in like this nice gold packaging here. And then a Percy's Ghostly Trick, the 91 release. I have it separate because I found it without the slipcover. Now, on to the DVDs. We have Big Day for Thomas in the merch pack-in thin slim case. Thin slim case, yeah. Slim dual case. I don't remember what came with this. I think it was Caroline or something. And we have Thomas and his friends help out. Thomas and his friends get along. A two-pack of James Goes Buzz Buzz and Thomas and Special Letter. This one's kind of interesting because it's a double-sided disc. This one, hold on. Ooh, there we go. Which one are you? You are, this side is James Goes Buzz Buzz, and this side is Special Letter. I'm probably never going to use this, but it's just kind of a novelty. Then we have a slim case of Thomas, Percy, and the Dragon, which I think I just got this one just secondhand, so I don't think I actually got any like wooden railway thing with it. Then we have just a regular Thomas and the Special Letter. Then Henry and the Elephant, which for some reason this came with a rickety, and that's how I got a rickety, because I saw it at a train station I was visiting. Races, Rescues, and Runaways, which is, I haven't seen the releases, but most of these are the Anchor Bay. Anchor Bay, Anchor Bay, Anchor Bay. I know those are, but this is a, oh wait, no, that's Anchor Bay. But this one is a Lionsgate release. Then we have a collector's edition of Best of James, which is Anchor Bay. Then we have the classic Thomas and the Magic Railroad in the white box. Then we have James and the Red Balloon, Anchor Bay. Then we have a Universal release of Thomas's Snowy Surprise, which, you know, they sold this one for just years and years and years, which is interesting, like for this one specifically. Then we have another one of those weird two-packs of Thomas's Trusty Friend, and On Site with Thomas. So I have most of the pack episodes except for the Elizabeth one. They're not Elizabeth. Isabella one. I'm forgetting what it's called. Then we have what's called a Playdate 3-pack, which has, I forgot this had this little leaflet in here. It's got On Site with Thomas, Thomas and the Jet Engine, and Thomas and the Really Brave Engine. Zzz. Which, see, that's kind of cool. I'm assuming they just wanted to get rid of these discs, because this is a Lionsgate release, but everything was labeled Anchor Bay. I'm assuming they just had a bunch of stock left over and they just threw it in these. Now, here is a slim case of Percy Saves the Day, which I watched this one into the ground. So I have like a pretty special attachment to all of these episodes. I watched it a bunch. I think this came with a 60th anniversary metallic Percy, which I still have. Then we have Anchor Bay, Thomas and the Really Brave Engines. No, Anchor Bay, Thomas, or New Friends for Thomas. Universal, It's Great to Be an Engine. I don't know what you are. What are you? This is one of the original ones. Oh, 20th Century Fox. That's interesting. But there's Carnival Capers. We have The Great Discovery. And a little soundtrack disc that came with it. This isn't my original copy. I sold that off years ago for some reason. But now they're reunited here. Going into the CGI era, we have Misty Island Rescue, Day of the Diesels, Blue Mountain Mystery, King of the Railway, The Thomas Way, My Goat, because as you know, it had the first Duck episode, or in CGI at least. Then we have Tale of the Brave, Trouble on the Tracks. If you're gonna say Trouble on the Tracks, but that's not right. The Adventure Begins, and Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure. We're not done! Oh no, 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 no. Because we have these two things over here. Kind of grouping them together because they're very, very similar. But we have Thomas and Friends Ultimate Christmas. You know, has just a bunch of Christmas episodes. Awesome. Bye. But here's the cooler one. I didn't know this was rare. This is Thomas's Christmas Wonderland in this thick-ass case. I only found out whenever Unlucky Tug did his physical media collection video. This is rare, and I have it. I have no idea where the little sampler or CD went. It seems that I forgot something. Yeah, here's the greatest stories. I don't know. Now on to some of my more unique pieces of memorabilia. We got this, a piece of Owen Bell art that was framed. Printed in Germany, as you can read there. It's kind of cool. It was given to me many a year ago. And now, just gotta freaking grab it here. Oof. Many other little badges here. And here is probably my most unique item. We have a staff badge from A Day with Thomas. Pretty cool. It's from 2018. One of the last ones that they did. Ooh, just doxed myself a little bit. Actually, no, it's fine because I'm a New Hampshire boy, and this was the only Day with Thomas that was anywhere near me. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And that's just about gonna do it. Bye.